Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Moving ahead.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. We didn't lose him. We sent him away. To the hells. To serve Zariel as a fucking lemur. I keep going over what I'd have done differently if I had the chance. We could have just done exactly what Mizora said. Bought ourselves a little time to get Will free. I was so certain I didn't want to do anything that had helped Zariel. But I was wrong. We failed him. I failed him. I just can't forgive myself for that.
painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. Likely not. If I've done damage to your opinion of me, then I'm truly sorry. It's clear Crown and Brain are intrinsically connected. Given the pressing urgency of us smiting the latter, understanding the former could make all the difference. We need to learn more about what we saw. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. To tell you the truth, I don't know whether we can defeat Cazador, not unless we can figure out more about what he's plotting. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. A century of it, by now. I loved her from the moment I beheld her sweet face. Her father, Ketheric, never did trust me. When she died, curse the day, the hour he turned to wretched Shah, that he and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the shadow. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit.
Of course.
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. Did you want something? If not,
Of course.
I thought you'd never ask. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
Huh. I'll give it a shot.
That helped.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god. All you carry the tadpole, this would have been your fate too. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for together. You have the power to thwart the Dead Three. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? Right now, your resolve feels firm, but there is no knowing how you will feel when the moment comes. You will not have...
We're under attack. Help me!